Look, Caleb, well, go ahead before we bring our guests on the next segment. Go ahead and do your report on the banking system.
Well, I know 2 weeks ago we had James Perloff on, and I was trying to ask him about the SDRs. I know as of October the 1st, the Chinese Yuan is going to be added into the IMF's International Monetary Fund's special drawing rights global currency basket, and that'll be along with the U.S. dollar, the euro, the British pound sterling, and the Japanese yen. But obviously, there's been a great growing, as everybody knows, there's been a growing trend in recent years and loss of confidence in the U.S. dollar around the world, of course, and different countries wanting to step away from that, of course. And actually, I think the surprising thing, or unsurprisingly, is even U.S. Treasury and also the United States Treasury officials and Fed officials are actually going along with this SDR movement. They're actually betraying the U.S. dollar themselves. But anyway, I think what this really means, remember what these special drawing rights really are. It was created in 1969, and by the International Monetary Fund, as I said. But at any rate, if you remember, it's basically acts as a global currency in which different countries can trade with each other as far as foreign exchanges are concerned. But anyway, if you remember some months ago, when our stock market, there was sort of like a mini
shake, yeah, towards the end of the year, right? Maybe like around November, December.
Right, exactly. So when that happened, what's everybody talking about in the news? Everybody suddenly is talking about the Chinese, what they're doing with the what they're devalue. They were devaluing their yuan, and that was actually dictated to the Chinese by the International Monetary Fund as one of the conditions that needed to be met in order for the yuan to be included in this global currency basket, of course. So obviously the yuan's been gaining in its regard has been increasing globally and with the IMF, of course. So anyway, my prediction is that on October the 1st, I believe it's going to cause another shakeup in the stock market, and I think at the very least we're going to see another mini crash. I'm going to say at least by 500 points, if not, it could be maybe possibly even 1,000 points. I'm not sure about it'll be that much, but it'll be on October 1st. And who knows, there might be a cascade effect over the next 2 or 3 days. I'm sure there'll probably be some kind of a rebound, though.
Well, Caleb, you look now, I believe it was last week, the Soros Fund, they were dumping a lot of their stocks. And you see Soros, he began to become real bullish on gold. I wonder if that has, any effect on that.
Well, who knows? I mean, I know that even the Chinese and the Russians they've been hoarding up on gold themselves.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, look, the as far as the world economy goes, there's nothing left. Okay, they've engineered everything and bankrupted every nation. I mean, look, even China that holds most of our debt, it's bankrupt. I mean, they're sitting in the middle of the largest real estate bust in history. They have whole cities in China that are empty. Okay, I mean, there really isn't any money left in any of these countries.
Well, I know the yuan, it was before they devalued it. I mean, it was propped up just like the U.S. dollar is now. They had to allow for a so-called market correction, and that's why it dropped in value all of a sudden, because it wasn't worth as much as what it was propped up to be.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you got a situation where, what was it, right when Barack got elected or before he got elected and Bush's final few months in office, they had the crash, the major crash, I think was that 2008. And, it'd be a perfect time, like you said, Caleb, because think about it, beginning of October, people are distracted, obviously, with football in America, but on top of that, you're going to be right there at that moment where everyone's like, who is it going to be? Is it going to be Trump or Hillary? Like, it's going to be like cheering for another sports team. Like, who's going to do it? So, I mean, it's just going to be very similar, and it's going to be pretty easy for them to to pull that off and with very little fanfare.
Yeah.